Hey everybody, we are here today. Today is day 18. We had a little bit of dinner plans with the bestie on the 17th, and so we are running a little bit behind. But I'm going to tackle both day 17 Imaginary Friend and day 18 Wolf in today's video. That's just how we're going to do it. So let me make sure you guys are in screen. Okay. And I'm going to kind of bounce back and forth. And you'll see why in a minute. And I need Go-Go Gadget arms because I need a paintbrush that's all the way across over there. And I already sat down, so let's see if we can reach it without causing too big of a hullabaloo of a fuss. We'll just get, I just had it. Okay. So, let's see here. We're going to do back and forth because I'm going to paint for day 18 is Wolf and day 17 is Imaginary Friend. And we're going to paint. So we're going to paint and let dry, and then we're going to work on this, and then we'll work on this. You with me? I just got some junky little paints. And we are trusting process here. Trusting the process. Trusting the process here. Trusting the process. Oh, goodness. I don't know that this is the right color, but I just grabbed some stuff out of my... Yep, that'll work. Trusting the process. Trusting the process. I just grabbed a couple of colors out of my bucket. I don't do a lot of painting, and so for the most part, I tend to think that all of my paints are junky gunky paints. Because I don't, again, paint often, and so I don't keep a fresh stash. And you know how we are, there's such a glare that we don't throw anything away, so that's how we do's. That's how we do's. Okay, we're gonna leave that there. We're gonna go rinse our brush real quick. And then now, we're going to let that dry while we worry about Imaginary Friend. Okay, so Imaginary Friend, we did this as a background. We have this going on as some scraps. Now, I was trying to figure out, what do I think about when I think of Imaginary Friend? And struggled with it. I struggled with it just a little bit. So, So I was on the computer today, and I thought, let me just Google imaginary friend and see what comes up. And so here's the funny thing. This is what came up. This is the main image that came up, and this is a book by Stephen Chbosky. And I was like, hey, I've read that book before. And I didn't think I really liked that book. But I've read it, and I browsed through Google on what came up for imaginary friend, and nothing was really speaking to me to give me an idea. So I decided what I would do is we're just going to work with this since I've read the book. And the funny thing is, this may or may not be funny. I guess depend on who you are. The funny thing is that I've read the book November 12th, 2021. I have a Goodreads account, by the way. I'm a bit of a book nerd. And my review for this book, November 12th, 2021, when I read it, is 135 chapters of wasted time. Wasn't impressed. Too long. Too much going on. So there you have it. That's what I thought about this book. I don't do a lot of reviews. You can see I've got 20 reviews under my name. I don't do a lot of reviews, but I do a lot of books. I do read a lot of books. So anyways, I just thought it was kind of funny. So we're going to include that in there too. Just because. So basically what I'm going to do is create a little card with my review. And then we'll create a little card out of that. And then we'll call it done. And that's what we'll use for imaginary friend. So we went a little off the beaten path with that one. I'm sure nobody else used their poor book review of that book as as their prompt. But I did, so there you go. Anyways, I didn't go through my whole spiel. This is RD Fartober 2023. Hashtag RD Fartober 23. Be sure to use that hashtag if you're creating with this challenge, and be sure and check that hashtag out to see what everybody else is doing. Lots of goodies going on. We're going to kind of try to blindly trim this. How's that? So yeah, that's that. Like I said yesterday, so today's Wednesday. Monday was my birthday, and yesterday I went out to dinner with my best friend. She took me to dinner. We went to the Olive Garden, and when we go out once a month at least. We gab. So we got there at 6 and we left at like 8:30, 9 o'clock. So needless to say, I did not get home in time. Well, I got home in time. I guess I could have done a little video, but it was late and I was tired, and so we did not. We are going to back this with, well, maybe we won't, because that's really not, you know what? I just had an idea. We are going to, are going to use this. What was I going? Oh, I still need something to back this. Let me reach over here and see if I can find anything good to use. I don't know, kind of a card. I guess we'll use this. I feel like I'm kind of all over the place tonight. We're about to scrap that, what I just did with my review. Because I got an idea. Don't you love that? Don't you just love it? Let's back this card. We're going to get all the way up to the edges because we're not doing any sewing. Which, by the way, I will say this. I'm back on speaking terms with my sewing machine. She never told me what her problem was, but I, cleaned her thread and cleaned her bobbin and changed everything out and left her alone for a little while, and she got over whatever her issue is. So, and she's been working just fine now. So, back on speaking terms. My ideas are crashing into each other. At the current moment. But anyways, I had mentioned in one of my previous videos that I was mad at my sewing machine, or my sewing machine was mad at me, or one of the two. One of the two situations was going down. And, but all is well now, and we are back on track. So, I don't want to do this in a little card. I don't think I can pull it off of this. Because, I don't trust glue stick, but, when I decide to trust it, when I don't need to trust it, it's being very trusting and not coming apart. Anyways, we're just going with that. And we're going to go with this. We're going to go with it like this. So we're going to okay, we're going to go like this. Told you, I feel like I'm all over the place tonight. So just bear with me. Look at how appropriate is it to do a book in a library card like that. That's quite appropriate, I do believe. I do declare. I do declare. There's that covers up the title of that book. I don't mind the library name being on there. Lehman Library is a local library here. And so I have no issues with it. journal on the back of this. Ugh. Journal. Huh. I kind of like that. Not gonna lie. So we can either glue this down here like that, or we can kind of go with my original thought of having a pocket and tucking the pocket in there. And I'm kind of liking that. So I'm thinking I'm kind of liking this. I think that's what we'll do. So much for putting that ink on the back of this, because we changed our mind again. Doors and windows are open because the weather is fabulous. And I live by an airport. So that's what that was. Yeah, I think that's kind of perfect in my weird little creative sort of way. I mean, come on. Come on. It's a book and it's an library card tag. Just, you know, let me have my moment. Now, let me finish this up. This was day 17. Imaginary friend. Ta-da. Okay, moving on to day 18 is Wolf. And I'm going to do something different here. Going to try something. First off, this is like a little wolf's den is what I was thinking of and going with. But I have this here, and I just think that it's fabulous and looks very Rocky Wolf's Den-ish. And so this is a piece of a painty page that I had in my stash. And I could do this one of two ways. I'm fixing to make a wolf, so you gotta hold please for that one. But we could do this like this and somehow fold it to where you lift up and see the wolf. Or we do it just like that as a kind of a decoration. Looks kind of silly like that, but I like it because it's all rocky looking. I have more. See, I have a bigger piece. This really doesn't look all rocky though, but that does. Okay, so that answered that. We could trim it some more and just kind of have it as a weird collage piece. Trim the bright white off of it. Kind of like that. Just as a weird piece to it. Okay, so as far as the wolf, we are going to attempt some origami. I printed off, let's set all this aside, I printed off a super simple origami wolf. This is, it looks like it's from the Great Wolf Lodge, which I think is up in Missouri. But anyways, this will be our template that we're looking at. I feel like I want to say I've never done origami before, but I feel like I probably have. You know, as an artist, we dibble dabble in everything. And so I can't see where I would not have ever attempted origami. I could be wrong though. If I have done origami, it's been so long ago that I don't even remember it. I don't remember what I did or anything like that. I know my daughter was into it for a little while. She's a little artsy like me. According to this, though, we have to start with it perfectly square. I'm afraid if this is the case. Well, so we'll do it with this. I've got a couple other gray papers here that we can cut down. Not that they're much bigger. Well, they are a little bit bigger. Let's try this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Maybe we can get a 6 by 6. 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's try that. This is some weird paper. It's got a weird feel to it, and this white on the back side. So I don't know how well it will fold. And I feel like it's kind of old, so it may start to crinkle or whatever if we start folding it, but we can give it a shot. How about we try with the little one first? Okay. So I'm going to put the instructions here so you can see what we're doing. I think you can see that. And we're just going to give it a go. See what becomes of it. I feel like I need my bone folder. Get us some good folds. Okay, so the first step was flip the paper up. Second is fold corner left. And then fold corner flap up. And turn paper over. So we're right here, turn paper over. So I guess like that, according to this picture. And then fold the other flap up. Okay, that makes a little bit more sense. Okay, now we have this. Rotate your paper 45 degrees. So we have this. Fold both ends to the center. Okay. This end to the center. Ooh, this is little. And this to the center. I guess it's okay that we kind of fan out right there. Guess we'll see. Now separate the flaps and fold down the center. I think we did it. He's got some pointy ears, but I think we did it. How cute is that? Can you see it? I mean, I'm sure he stands up. Cute. Of course, you guys can't see him standing up, but there he is. We made a wolf with some really big pointy ears. He's a little bitty wolf, though. So I think what we're gonna do, let's see here if we can use, let's set him aside and try it with the bigger paper. See what becomes of it. Okay. So this is we'll try it like this with the gray on the outside and see how the page crunches. So I don't know if this is going to work, but we'll try it. We'll stick with it, see what happens. Fold the paper up, fold the center, or fold to the left. This may be a crunchy wolf. And fold this flap up. Turn the paper over and fold that flap up. Okay, now we have this. And we fold to the center. Yeah, see, we crunched really big on that fold. And then fold to the center. And then we open us up. And then we fold us down. How adorbs is that? Okay, so we have a mama and a baby wolf. How's that? You can see it. So we did some origami, and we have two little wolves. So let's bring back their little den and see how we're gonna do this. I feel like I need to glue them, kind of like glue their faces down and all that. Glue their folds down a little bit. Just to kind of help the situation a little bit. I don't think you're supposed to glue in origami, and I apologize if you're not and this is offensive. I don't know, but for these purposes, I need them to kind of chill out a little bit. What do you say? I kind of feel like the baby should be in the back, but all the paper everywhere. So now you know how to fold a wolf origami. Or I guess you could do it like in an orange color and do a fox, because it is kind of the same kind of shape. All the folds. So what do you think? I think I want to put this here. It's just speaking to me and telling me that's where it needs to go, so. I was going to come back and draw, you know, like stone shapes and lines and all that, but I think we'll keep it simple and just use this to give us the idea and the effect or whatever. I think I'll glue these babies down. Mama wolf. And the baby wolf. Glue the baby wolf back together here. That's cute. That's too cute. So I'm not great at the origami, but we can do it. It's not perfection, but we did it. And now when somebody says, have you ever done origami? I can say, I have, actually. I did 2 little silly wolves out of some scrap paper. And there you have it. I'm going to leave their tails kind of hanging up because I just kind of think that's kind of cute. Just kind of cute. Okay, so anyways, there's the instructions. If you want to screenshot it, if you're that interested in doing an origami wolf, of course you can. This is a super simple version. I'm sure you can find other instructions. Can't get my words right here. I'm sure you can find other instructions online for other wolves that are more complex. That's what I'm trying to say. Day 18 is wolf. I honestly think that turned out super cute. This one did too. So, there you have it. 2 of our prompts back to back, one right after the other. Imaginary friend for day 17 and wolf for day 18. Little origami wolves, or wolves. A wolf mom and a wolf pup. So, that's what we have for Artie Fartober, day 17 and day 18. Thanks for joining me. And again, as I mentioned earlier this week, Monday was my birthday. So, how about you like and subscribe and all those YouTube-y things for my birthday? How cool would that be? Anyways, thanks for joining me. I'll be back tomorrow. Neurographic art. I kind of had to Google this one a little bit. And I think I'm just going to play around with some neurographical art here. So, that is my plan anyways. We'll see how far that goes. Thanks for joining me. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Artie Fartober 2023. Hashtag Artie Fartober 23. Be sure and check out, see what everybody else is doing. And we will see you then. Bye for now.